Hello friends, I am Balaji. Hope you all are excellent. Like every Sunday, I have come with a very interesting story with a great message. So today's story is about pure justice, justice at its purest. As it is rightly said that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The quote goes like this: injustice with anybody, anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So, the justice must be respected, protected, guarded everywhere, every time by everyone. So, the story that I am going to share with you is about a great incident happened in the court of law in history. I read this story a few days back on social media and thought of sharing it with you, hoping that you would enjoy listening to it and find yourself uplifted mentally, enriched mentally. The story goes like this. In his history of Bengal, Professor Charles Stewart mentions an interesting case from 1490 AD, which appeared before Qazi Shirauddin, the Qazi-e-Subha of Bengal. The word Qazi refers to judge. It is an episode which displays justice at its purest. One day, while the Sultan of Bengal was practicing archery, by mistake, one of his arrows accidentally wounded a boy, and that boy was the son of a widow. Of course, the widow immediately came before the Qazi and demanded justice. Now, the judge, that is the Qazi, was in a dilemma, in a difficult situation. He said to himself, if I summon the Sultan to my court, I may be punished by the Sultan for impertinence. But if I overlook the Sultan's act, I shall one day surely, certainly be summoned before the court of God to answer for my neglect of duty, to answer my dereliction of duty. After a lot of thinking, after a lot of reflection, fear of God prevailed over fear of the Sultan, and the Qazi ordered one of his officers to go and summon the Sultan, to call the Sultan to his court. On receiving the summons, the Sultan instantly, immediately rose and concealed a short sword under his garments and went before the Qazi, who, far from rising from his seat or showing the Sultan any mark of respect, said to him, "You have wounded the son of this poor widow. You must therefore immediately pay her adequate enough compensation. You must pay her adequate compensation or be ready to suffer the sentence of the law." The Sultan made a bow and turning to the widow gave her a sum of money, some amount of money which satisfied her, with which the lady was satisfied. After doing so, he said to the Qazi, "Worthy judge, the complainant has forgiven me." The Qazi then asked the woman if she was satisfied, to which she assented, she agreed, and the case was then dismissed. The Qazi then came down from his seat, from his dais, and made obeisance before the king. That is, his sovereign, who, drawing the sword from beneath his garment, said, "O Qazi, in obedience to your command, I came immediately to your court. But if you had not done your duty, I swear that with this sword I would have taken off your head. Thanks to God, I have in my dominion a judge who acknowledges no authority superior to the law." The Qazi then took out a whip which he had concealed under his robes and said to the king, "O Sultan, I also swear by Almighty God that if you had not complied with the order, complied with the injunction of the law, this whip would have made your back black and blue. It has been a trial for both of us." Hope you got the embedded message in the story. A similar example is mentioned about the King of England. His son, the future King of England, was punished by Lord Chief Justice of England for a crime he had committed. When the king was told about the punishment of his son, His Majesty expressed his happiness. He said, "The kingdom is safe in the hand of my son who willingly suffered punishment, and in the hand of my Lord Chief Justice who did not spare the criminal, notwithstanding the fact that he was the future King of England." It is said in Saudi Arabia, in mosques, there was no special sitting arrangement for the king and members of the royal family. They sat on any available vacant place. In the Allah, everyone was equal. This is true. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you got a great message that justice is equal for everyone. When the justice is equal, when nobody is above the justice, then it is a justice. When justice is respected by all people, all time, everywhere, then that is a justice. Nowadays, certain handful powerful people, they think themselves to be above court, above judiciary, and they try to bend the judiciary with their power of money and muscle. And this is going to send a wrong message in society. So, to stop this, the judiciary has to be very stern, very strict, and treat such a people with iron hand. and teach them a lesson forever that justice should be respected by everyone, rich and poor alike. It is the poor, it is the weak, it is the feeble who need judiciary, not the rich, not the capitalists, not the strong. They don't need judiciary, court. Judiciary and court is to safeguard the rights of poor, to protect the weak and poor. So, it has to be respected, and when the court gives the justice or passes the order, it should be respected by all. And if somebody, any powerful person, any rich person tries to bend the judiciary or tries to eyewash the judiciary, tries to escape from the judiciary or the punishment given by the judiciary, he should be taught such a lesson that everyone should get a shock and should start shuddering. If you are not agree with the order passed by the court, you have right to go to the higher court. Everybody has a right to disagree with others' opinion. Yes? But the judgment passed by the court must be respected at every cost, at any cost. Otherwise, it will send a wrong message in society and people will stop believing in judiciary, which is the last source of hope for the weak, for the suffered, for the feeble, for the poor people. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.